two criteria that I am concerned about that Howard will go around and ask each of you two questions. One, have you had the opportunity to review the documents? And generally, do you understand the transaction?
Okay. All right, we're out of executive session and I have two questions based on the last hour and a half worth of discussion and Walter's explanation. Has everyone had a chance to, or the ability to look at these documents over the last number of days?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you, after what we've discussed and whether you've looked at them or not, you agree that you have a fair understanding of what this transaction represents?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get into the resolutions then. The first resolution will be a resolution authorizing the amendment. Wrong file. Sorry, guys. It'll authorize an amendment and request that the county manager amend the certificate of incorporation for this LDC to add 6 parcels which were believed to be under contract to be sold to others, which didn't happen. So now there's 60 parcels in the general assessment district. The certificate of incorporation as a single purpose entity can't do anything except on the land that it's authorized in the certificate. This would add those 6 parcels into the certificate of incorporation by amendment.
I'll make the motion.
Ira?
I'll second.
Ed. Okay,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Can I sign them as we go or no?
you don't have to sign, you're not the secretary.
Perfect. Well,
The next resolution would authorize the purchase of certain assets from Montrain Operating Company, Empire Resorts Real Estate 1, and Empire Resorts Real Estate 2, being all of the assets on 4 parcels of land except the casino for a purchase price of $525 million.
make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Dawn,
Kathleen,
Dawn and Kathleen.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, carried.
Okay. The next resolution is the bond resolution, which authorizes the LDC to issue tax exempt revenue bonds series 2025 in the maximum principal amount of $570 million.
Ed makes that motion and Scott seconded it.
Okay,
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. Aye.
okay. The next resolution will be the resolution authorizing the IDA and with the concurrence of the owners of the 66 parcels of land that will be in the district. This resolution will authorize the IDA to sign and record a declaration to create the general assessment district.
Joey,
Joey?
Sean. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
The next will be a resolution authorizing an agreement from the IDA to the LDC, where the LDC will be providing economic development services within the general assessment district. This is how we get the IDA's general levy out to the LDC for the LDC to move it to the trustee to pay the bonds.
Ira's gonna make that motion and Ed seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
We got these guys that can.
I know, I'm going around the
All
room.
right. The next will be.
Involved.
The next will be a resolution authorizing the engagement of Montrain Operating Company to manage the assets that are being purchased by this LDC.
Bill has made that motion and Paul seconded it.
Absolutely.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
The next will be a resolution authorizing the execution of a sublease agreement. And we didn't touch on this in our discussion, so I'll quickly mention, remember now, we own all these assets. The IDA documents are gonna be amended so that the term is equal to or in excess of the remaining useful life. The useful life is 49 years, they've been there a while. It'll be a 40-year lease and lease back. This authorizes the execution of a sublease for the land that sits underneath the assets we own. The land will be owned by Montrain. They're buying it from EPR. The land, our buildings that we're buying and everything in those buildings sits on the land. This authorizes a sublease of the land.
Does that include the mineral rights? The mineral rights.
It includes whatever they have.
Okay.
I don't know, I've not looked at the title report, so I don't know. Whatever rights they have, we're dead. There's no.
Right.
Walter, of these 60 parcels, how small are the smallest ones?
How small is the smallest?
The smallest one is 0.4 acres. These were historical parcels that were Concord created way back in the day.
I don't doubt it. I experienced that. Thank you.
They range in size from 235.15 acres is the largest and 0.4 acres is the smallest.
Ed made that motion. Phil seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
Make it a total.
17.
1554.16.
1,500,
1554.16.
This is a pretty key document. Did you get this?
It was in this packet, I might have missed it, because it was a long day.
If I were you, I'd read this one very seriously.
Okay, the next resolution is the same. The first one was for a sublease to the casino parcel. Now this will be a sublease of the, which parcel is this? This is the golf course now. This is for us to now have a lease for 40 years to the land that the golf course is on. The improvements, the greens, the tee boxes, the irrigation infrastructure, the building that they have, maintenance building, which is a real building, the clubhouse, which is a bunch of bathrooms.
It is a bar in there.
In the bathrooms?
No.
The clubhouse love that.
All right, okay. Is this your motion then?
Yes, this is my motion, and Paul's gonna second it.
I thought Ira was the golfer.
I didn't have to be a golfer to be a drinker.
You become a drinker from being a golfer.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed?
I guess we're all members, huh?
They already implemented the change you asked
I
for.
know they did.
Okay.
People are utilizing it.
Okay. The next is a resolution authorizing the same kind of sublease now. This is on the 19.12 acre parcel that sits under the Alder Hotel.
Right, Scott, you made this motion,
I
and
got it.
Kathleen seconded it.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all we do.
Yeah, it's important for you, that's good. Cool. Carried.
Okay, now, as we mentioned earlier, there's going to be a lot of setup of accounts. This isn't gonna be like the IDA or the other LDCs, which are fairly simple and fairly straightforward. I think we use QuickBooks for those. I don't know what we use for this, but whatever we use will be at their expense. But there's no way that our staff has time to take what Deloitte is gonna give us from their books and make books for us. So this is a resolution authorizing the engagement of Cooper and Arias to provide accounting support to this LDC.
Joey made that one and Sean seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You opposed? Carried.
Okay, under the indenture, which is the document that is the specifications for the bond. this LDC needs to have its financial statements audited. And this resolution would be for the engagement of UHY LLP as auditors for the stub period ending December 31st, 2025, and for the period ending December 31st, 2026.
Scott and Ira, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay. That would be all of the resolutions that we need to consider today regarding the LDC and the proposal.
How long is that bond process by the time they put out the market and they sell them all and they technically get the money?
The bonds,
Approve the minutes for,
I need a motion to approve the minutes from what, the last meeting,
July 4th.
motion by
July
Joe.
14th, Joe made it. Also,
So moved.
second it.
There's no bills.
There's no bills, there's no money.
Who seconded that?
Scott.
Paul seconded it.
Perfect.
What was your
The
question?
process was, I asked was, but when the bonds go out to market, it's been sold, how long does that process take before they get the money?
Do we have any
Okay.
idea meeting?
Yes.
You ready?
You know,
IDA meetings in 20 minutes. The POS, the preliminary official statement, which Howard is certifying to be accurate, will probably be posted in the public markets tomorrow or at the latest on Wednesday. The way these marketing efforts occur, the KeyBank Capital Markets, KeyBank, not the bank, but KeyBank, the broker,
Yeah,
will schedule property tours. They call it a road show. The big bond houses that would be in a position to buy an issue of this large an amount, like the Jet Bank buys municipal bonds, right? But probably not a $500 million at a time, right? So this will be BlackRock, this will be PIMCO, this will be all the big bond
I
houses.
was ready to come out as a tour.
They do a road show. The road show is gonna start a week from today. They're gonna take the bonds to market the last Wednesday in the month of August. I think that might be the 26th, if I remember right. The last Wednesday in a month, Sean, you got that there for us? What's the last Wednesday of August?
27th. I think.
27th.
Correct, yep.
They'll go to market the 27th. The underwriter will sign the bond purchase agreement when they know that they've got people who are willing to buy them from the underwriter. Bond purchase agreement will get signed like the next day. And we anticipate the closing and funding to be on September 4th.
Oh, it'll be that quick,
Yes, sir.
interesting.
That's why there's been a very long period from April till now to get our proverbial together
Mhm.
versus. So that's the
And
plan.
that's a 15-year bond, right?
It'll be what it'll be, but that's what will be, that's what's anticipated. 15 years, interest only. The entire principal due on the maturity date.
It's a 15-year balloon.
Yes, sir.
So,
This whole process is all over again.
It
yeah, well,
might,
not in my lifetime.
it might, or they'll,
Not while you're here.
it might, or there'll be a call between now and then.
I will not be here for that one.
It would be a lot better if there's a call between now and then.
If the banks agree to it, then God bless them.
Can I can I have a motion to close this meeting or not?
Done, right?
Yeah.
Are we done?
I'll
We're
second.
done.
All right, Sean and Kathleen. Basically wants to get ready for the next.